Ready? 54. Hey, grip. Check.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Kill. Check. Got it. Check. Switch. Base. Take it. Mike spot 4.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flag.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready, 95, 56. 52's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, South! Switch!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Delta! Give me something.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A.J. Klein, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 46 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was fourth down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on fourth down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field. And instead, they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready? 5'9", 36. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, 5'7".
Breeze going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Ryan. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Kamara trying the right side. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Easy, opposite. Hey, Haywood.
Now Kamara. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Calvin Woodley. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Harris now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready? You ready? Oh, you got deep? Hey, easy.
A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Ready,
Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36. Here we go.
Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 95-56. Hey, easy. Hey, easy. 52. All day, every day, any day. Jim, 2 kills. Hey, protein spill. 13.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 2 kills. 2 kills.
To throw, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's checking. He's the opposite.
Going quickly here to Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll go down at the 28. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow lady. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. No kill. Tight dog. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Wait. 50 wants the mic.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To try again after the sack. Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. A.J. Klein picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 51.
Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
22. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, Zoo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to let it. He's got a man. Complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Gun. Check. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Ryan to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy.
Back to throw. He'll bite, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback.